Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's video, day 10 is going to take us to the 9th of July. We'll be able to extend out beyond that with the GFS and ECM ensemble because they're going to around a couple of weeks. We're going to have a look at CFSB2 at the end of the video next 4 weeks as well. That gets us well into the second half of July. I'll get on that for you in a moment. Just the first video today was our 6am upload. And we've also released a video looking at the GMA season model, which is something we've not done for a long while, actually. I'm going to go back to last year for the last time we did that, I think. So, a GMA seasonal model update going from July right way through to September has also been released. Please check out those two videos if you'd like to do that. Please like, share, subscribe on this. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. And I hope you're having a lovely Wednesday as well. Right, let's have a look then at 10-14 days. Let's start off in the tropical Atlantic Ocean with 3 interest areas. So let's deal with the yellow X just here first of all in the tropical Atlantic. That one is disturbance 2 with a 10% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours, a 30% chance in the next 5 days. Not going to worry too much about that for the time being. We've also got this orange X here in the Gulf of Mexico. That is disturbance 1 with a 40% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 and 5 days. That might develop into a tropical storm over the next day or 2. And then we've got this red X just here, which is imminently going to become a tropical storm with a 80% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days and a 90% chance in the next 5 days. It's a potential tropical cyclone 2 with maximum sustained winds of 40 miles an hour. And we can see the forecast track of this is to move across South America, or the north coast of South America, head toward Nicaragua, and then out into the Pacific Ocean by the time we get through to the early part of next week. Yesterday, this was being forecast to become a short-lived hurricane off the coast of Nicaragua. Today, the National Hurricane Center forecast is to remain as a tropical storm as it goes in that direction. So, you know, quite a significant development anyway, and we'll be keeping a close eye on that, of course. Right, back to home, these are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles next couple of weeks on Oxford today. So, red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Oxford. You can see it a little bit below average with upper air temperatures at the moment, and set to stay that way over the next week or so, actually. So, looking rather cool with the upper air temperatures in the next week. As we go into the second week of July, though, there's definitely a warming trend that's in evidence, so it does look as though things could well start to turn hotter as we move through the second week of July. Certainly warmer, maybe hotter. We have got some quite, hot members of the GFS ensembles here, down to 15 degrees at 850 HPA. So, cool for the first week and then warming up in the second week. Also, precipitation-wise, going to be quite a bit of rainfall around in the next few days. Actually, there will be showers, longer spells, rain, maybe a thunder mixed in. There's a drying trend as well, though, through the second week of July. So as it warms up, it's going to dry out too. And that's telling us that high pressure, is going to be dominating the weather, I think, as we go into the second week of July. But it might turn things hot in the second week of July. Have not got the anomaly maps to show you again today. The website's still down, so we'll move on to urbanoldschool.net. So this is the latest info map from urbanoldschool.net, showing that low pressure is in control of weather at the moment off the northwest coast of Scotland and bringing the wind from off the Atlantic Ocean. Right, let's go from shark data then. This is how you can make your runs looking midnight on Saturday. Low pressures moving in from off the Atlantic, bringing showers along as well as rain, particularly so to the north. As we move through the weekend into the part of next week, keeping it showery in the north anyway, with winds in from the northwest through the early part of the week, and then high pressure ridges in from off the Atlantic, turning things drier and a bit warmer as well by the middle of next week. GFS midnight run, again with low pressure dominating the weather, bringing showers or longer spells of rain across the country as we go through the weekend and into the early part of next week. That low pressure will continue to dig in from the north, actually, so a bit of a shock pushing through to the early part of next week, keeps the showery theme going. It's not until second half of next week now that the GFS midnight run starts to move the Azores high in from off the Atlantic. By day 10, which is the 9th of July, high pressure is in control of the weather, bringing loads of dry, warm, fine weather, and that carries on up to beyond day 10, which is 10th of July. Nice area of high pressure then setting up, bringing a spell of potentially quite hot weather, actually, under that big, large ridge of high pressure. Right, we go through the end of the GFS midnight run, just 15th of July. See about ridge extending in. So the second week of July looking hot here with GFS midnight run, loads of dry and fine conditions. GFS 6 out again with low pressure digging in from the northwest over the weekend. We'll keep the showery thing going, particularly so for more northern areas. Early next week, the high pressure then ridges in from off the Atlantic, bringing increasingly dry and warmer conditions by the middle of the week anyway. Heading up towards day 10, high pressure is dominating weather, sat just to our northwest, bringing something just a little bit cooler from the northeast into those eastern coastal areas. So it could be a little bit cooler there, but otherwise it's mainly dry, warm, and eventually wind pulls into like the east, comes off the continent, so turning increasingly hot, I think, through the second week of July. The GFS 6 as well, maybe the threat of some thundery weather pushing up from the south there by the time we get through towards the end of the GFS 6Z run. We've got low pressure developing to both south and to southwest, with high pressure away to the east and the northeast by then. Looking potentially hot, maybe very hot, but also thundery and volatile there by the time we get through to the middle part of July. Okay, icon looks like this, with a trough of low pressure moving in from off the Atlantic into Northern Africa over the weekend, mainly dry and reasonably warm in the south. Early next week, we get rid of that trough of low pressure. High pressure increasingly takes over from the Atlantic by the middle of the week. A nice ridge extending in from off the Atlantic, turning us mainly dry, and you would have thought quite warm with that ridge of high pressure there by the middle of next week too, with the icon on GM. If you enjoyed the video, by the way, please can you smash the like button, make sure you sub to the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. And drop a comment, let us know what you think about this of our video. Thank you so much. GM, again, with trough low pressure moving in from off the Atlantic through the weekend. We'll keep it unsettled, especially so for more northern areas. Early next week, high pressure gradually starts ridging in from off the Atlantic, but it takes a while to do so. So it's not really until we get to day 10, which is like Saturday the 9th of July, that we are probably just about under high pressure. But even then, highs just centred to our west, so just keeping the wind in from a rather cooler northwesterly direction. It will be warmer with that, you know, there'll be plenty of sunshine, be mostly dry, quite warm, temperatures low to mid-20s Celsius. If you want it to turn hot, but you want to get that high pressure more centred over top of the coach as the GFS output is doing. And then the ECM GWV looks like that, so again, looks rather showery, especially so for northern areas over the weekend. Into above next week, gradually high pressure extending in from off the Atlantic, turning it drier and warmer as the week goes on. By the time we get through day 10, 9th of July, looks like we're more or less under the centre of the high pressure then. That'll definitely be warming up, especially for central and western areas. This is the precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from tomatoeshow.com. So wet weather coming and going over the next day or two. Plenty of showers, some longer spells, rain mixing in as well. That showery weather continues into the weekend too. But early next week we'll see a change, something a little bit dry, especially for more southern areas. Still showery rainbow likely at times up in the north. Looks mainly dry across the country by the time we get through to day 10. These are the options on the table, or this is the option on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10 from ECM GWV itself. We have not got the options again at Icelandic Met Office. Don't know what's going on there, but they haven't updated the options for a couple of days, but we have got them from ECM.int. So this is the option. 51 out of 51 members of the ECM ensembles at day 10, 9th of July, going for high pressure be centred over or slightly to west of the country, mainly dry, reasonably warm, with that. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. Will get us to the 14th of July. 27 members of the ECM ensembles have high pressure centre over and just to our north. That will be bringing a wind from a warm or a very warm southeast direction, so potentially turning quite hot with that. 14 members of the ECM ensemble just here have high pressure over and to the east-northeast coast towards Scandinavia. That brings the wind in from, again, potentially a very warm easterly direction. That could be quite hot too. And then we've got 10 members of the ECM ensemble just here, taking the high pressure further north up towards Greenland, so becoming like a bit of a northern blocking feature, with a trough of low pressure developing to our south and southwest. That's more unsettled, potentially volatile. That could be very thundery, quite hot even for a while. And then as the trough comes in from the south and southwest, that could turn things spongy, so that's quite an exciting option, but it's a minority option. If we put like the 27 here together with the 14 there, it looks like the majority option is for high pressure to be dominating actually up towards the middle of July, bringing a lot of dry, very warm, potentially quite hot weather. Right, so 7 frequency finding them with dummies, a 500 millibar high dominant broken down to week period. The first week period takes from 29th to 29th of June to the 5th of July, becoming week sees low pressure weakening, but still with that trough through the western side of Europe. Week 2 is going to be the 6th to the 12th of July. High pressure is right in over top of the country by then, mainly dry and potentially very warm. Week 3 will be the 13th to the 19th of July, still with high pressure dominating over the country, more or less. And then week 4 looks like that. High pressure fest, 20th, 26th of July. High pressure sat to our north and northeast. Winds coming in from an easterly direction. Check out these temperature lines. Week 1, 29th of June, 5th of July is cooler than average. Week 2, however, 6th to 12th of July, goes much warmer than average. Week 3 is the 19th to the 13th, 19th of July. That one also with above average temperatures. And then week 4, 20th to 26th of July, looks hot in most red colours. That's like a couple of degrees above average. That will be hot right at the end of July. This could turn out to be a very warm July indeed. We'll wait and see about that. We're done. If you enjoyed the video, bring me a smash like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for doing that. Drop a comment, let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. And don't forget to tell your friends and family about GavsWeatherVids to get them to subscribe as well. If everyone who subs brings a friend, we will get to 14k subscribers so much more quickly. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Right then, so that's it for the videos for today. So tomorrow we're going to have the 6am upload, we'll have the European Outlook, and we'll have a 10 to 14 day or two, so keep checking back to the channel for more for today's video. So, and this video, that's all for now, and thanks so much.